Research Day is important because it's the culmination of work that students have been doing with faculty throughout the entire year. It's a chance for us to see sort of a visual representation of all of that work in one place.
What I was interested in studying is to see if news medium meaning TV, internet, radio, or newspaper, as well as different programming being CNN, Fox, MSNBC, etc., had any impact as to whether or not someone would be more politically knowledgeable than the other average human beings.
For our senior capstone, we decided to take an electric bike. We added a steering system to it to allow it to turn, and we added a computer to make it automated, so now that it will run the desired path that we made for it.
I've been teaching a course in chemistry and art history, and the students have had a course in art history with Dr. Fisher in the classics department, in the archaeology department, and then they come over to my laboratory and they start making things in the laboratory. They've been making bronze, they've been making pigments and dyes and papyrus, and they've been working with plaster and glass and many different things. So the idea is to have them learn about how things were done in ancient times.
Well, my presentation was about, it's titled Madison Murder in the Victorian Era. So I was looking to see if there was a correlation between the diction used to describe murderers, whether there's a gender bias associated with insanity or hysteria, inspired by the character of Tess of the D'Urbervilles.
I did my project on the social and political commentaries of P-Funk in the 1970s with George Clinton as the main head who wrote all of their music in the 1970s in the context of the Black Power movement in the United States.
I explored some 19th century primary sources to look at the travel etiquette involved with Victorian texts. So I looked at Jane Eyre, Dracula, Tess of D'Urberville a couple times, and I wanted to see how they traveled even when they had a little bit of an anxiety in traveling.
I studied the family communication patterns and family support systems, comparing first-generation college students and non-first-generation college students, because first-generation college students are significantly less likely to graduate with a bachelor's degree. And out of our lowest income bracket in America, only 6% of those individuals have a bachelor's.
This is an environment where we develop individual growth, we encourage obviously individual aspirations, and we support an ongoing process of dedication to learning and individual enrichment.